on the interview day, the UPSC board members are having a complete set of DAF 1 and 2, and then they will ask the questions which they find pertinent from this detailed application form. Good morning friends, I am Vikram Singh. I am a 2020 batch civil servant and I cleared CSE 2019. Friends, today the topic of the video is Understanding DAF, Detailed Application Form. Okay, so I will be covering three sub segments into it. Firstly, what is DAF? The second, what is the significance of DAF? Thirdly, how an aspirant can prepare himself herself for the personality test with the purview of DAF, detailed application form. So directly coming towards the first, what is this DAF? That is detailed application form. See, it is a form which we used to fill before our personality test and we submitted it to the UPSC. Then the UPSC board will take our interview, that is the personality test, based upon this detailed application form. It is having so many columns which deals about our personal information, our educational information, our familial information, and our employment related data, and the most significantly it takes about the interest, hobbies, extracurricular activities, and some position of distinction, and we all fill that. Okay, so for the last 2 years UPSC has been taking two different sets of DAF. That is, before our mains examination we fill DAF 1, and after clearing the mains examination just before the interview we nowadays fill DAF 2, and on the interview day the UPSC board members are having a complete set of DAF 1 and 2, and then they will ask the questions which they find pertinent from this detailed application form. This was the DAF. Friends, with regard to its significance I want to speak something, that is, see, you just have to understand why the UPSC has termed the interview as the personality test. There is a difference between interview and a personality test. In interview, you just learn, you just remember some data, facts, in information, and you try to answer the question. But the UPSC does not take interview. It takes the personality test of a candidate, whether he or she is apt for the civil services or not. So one thing is to be made very clear, that is personality test. It is a form of platform wherein the UPSC board members, they will try to judge whether the aspirant is having all those personality traits who are required upon a part of civil servant or not. Okay, and secondly, personality cannot be changed. It is fixed. So we cannot even say that कि एक आदमी की पर्सनैलिटी अच्छी है और दूसरे की बुरी है. नो, personality, everyone is having a unique personality. So what is expected upon us as an aspirant who is going to appear before the interview panel is that we just have to present or reflect our positive traits of personality to the board members so that they can judge accordingly whether we are apt for the job of a civil servant or not. And in this, the detailed application form, it acts very significantly. How? Now we are moving towards the second leg of our video, that is the significance of DAF. See, apart from personal information, familial information, the DAF also contains the information with regard to our hobbies, extracurricular activities, positions of distinction, and prizes, medals, and scholarship which we have got since our schooling days. Okay, how this data will be useful? By this data, the UPSC board members will be in a position to understand those or whether the type of personality traits we have, that is suitable for them or not. Okay, this was conceptual. Now I am directly coming towards the topic, that is how this DAF is helpful, means filling of DAF in a more effective and efficient manner, how this can be more helpful to a student, to an aspirant. Okay, and herein we are coming towards the third leg of our video, that is what is expected by an aspirant to cultivate the traits, the habits, in order to fetch good marks in personality test. So for homework, I just want to share with my fellow aspirant that is, firstly, see, you have to present your positive side of personality. Everybody is having positive traits, as well as some traits which are considered not aptly by the society or by the UPSC. So it is better that we just try to reflect our positive traits, and for that we will have to stick to the habit of speaking truth. Do not indulging in so much cynicism. See, critical thinking is required, but don't be a cynicist, because this will then automatically be exhibited by the type of answers you will give during the personality test. So homework number 1, we have to be more positive. We have to speak truth, as well as we will try to give in more and more solutions toward a problem instead of mongering upon one problem. Secondly, friends, my own interview, it was focusedly based upon my detailed application form, and the hobbies which I am mentioned was practicing yoga. And you will not imagine that first 15 questions was on my this hobby only. So the second homework goes like this: from now onwards, start to cultivate a hobby, or if you are having a hobby, start polishing it, so that at the end of your mains examination, when you will be called for your interview, you are in a position to just brush up the data facts with respect to your hobby, and you just be more and more confident. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, मेरी हॉबी योगा थी, मैं 1-2 साल से परस्यू कर रहा था, एंड आई वॉज फ्लुएंट एनफ टू स्पीक अबाउट योगा, एंड द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन दैट वाज बीइंग आस्क्ड फ्रॉम मी वाज, महर्षि पतंजलि का पहला योग सूत्र, योग का श्लोक क्या है? Since that was my hobby, I knew it, and I told them the right answer, to which the chairman said, "It's excellent, Vikram." So in this manner, you also have to practice, cultivate one hobby, and make that hobby your part of your personality. Okay, so that after some time, when you will be called for the personality test, you are in a position to very confidently speak about your hobbies. Because see, the UPSC board members will definitely going to ask from your DAF, and they will definitely come towards your hobby section, extracurricular distinction wala page. So start your preparation from now. Third homework, friends, it is really better that you fix the goal of your life, because many a times the UPSC board members also ask some questions with respect to your life philosophy, what you will do if you will fail. Okay, that is also related to DAF. Fourthly, try to develop a habit that whatever you will be mentioning in your DAF, you are well prepared from now. The first segment I've already told you with respect to hobbies, extracurricular activities, distinction, and prizes, medals. Okay. The second one is that with respect to employment, see, UPSC people will also appreciate the fact that you are an employed, you are an asset to the family, to the society, and you are not solely depending upon the family resources. So try to think in that manner, and also find one NGO, affiliate yourself with that NGO for the next 5 to 6 months. That will definitely going to boost your confidence at the time of interview. And also mention this thing in your DAF. I was naturally inclined towards working with an NGO, and I did that. I worked for an NGO named as Kat Katha, that was working for the rehabilitation of female sexual workers. Okay, so I was able to speak very vehemently upon that topic, and my assertiveness or my confidence that paid me, and I got 185 marks. So in my interview, in my personality test, the DAF played a very important part. First one, hobby yoga. The second one, NGO. Okay, so these are the few homework which you have to do from now on onward for the next 6 months, and then you will be going to feel the difference. Mark my words, at the end of your mains examination, you will be so much brimmed up with confidence about the personality test, because the UPSC people will going to ask based upon your DAF, and you have prepared your DAF from now onwards, and you don't have to do anything. Just select 1 2 hobbies, start cultivating them, and secondly, work upon start your work with an NGO. Thank you very much, friends.